Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final match for the Gunners and the Sappers in this Lions League Season 1 on Call of Duty. So you can see the team captains for each side. We've got Shuffers for the Sappers and Sidey for the Gunners. Sidey being backed up by Connor, Kizu HD, African Mozzie and Amazing Crate. Promising side to say the least. I can see a few army level players in that team, but not to underestimate the Sappers. Shuffers backed up by Gibbo, Kieran and Fluff, and Aaron, sorry, can't forget Aaron, to make it another competitive side. We're just waiting on one of the players to get back, and then we'll set off, so I'll leave you with the music for now.
Tell them other gal move aside. Why? They ain't doing it like you and I. Try not to worry where the future lies. It's a fact, I am yours and you are mine. She puts in the work morning through the night. Still she's the life of the party on a uni vibe. Trying to get a brother in a suit and tie, looking fresh, get the pussy wet like a scuba dive. She walked in the
Let's see who's in the chat. Let's give a little hi, give a little wave, drop an emote. Let's see who's watching. Keen for the start of this match. Oh, hello Coral. Nice little emoji there. Jumping Jim, let's go Ari. Kieran Ari, let's go Ari. So, who are we saying for dominating the first match? We got hardcore. Hardcore? No, we got hardpoint Hackney Yard. So, place your bets. Who's going to take this first round? Will it be the RA or will it be the RA? I think we've got our last player in, just sorting out the teams. Bit of communication from me with the team. Getting ready to set off. Okay, here we go. Match about to start. We're kicking off. Hackney Yard, hard point. Be interesting to see where either team are spawning, and who's going to be pushing to make their moves to get the preferable spawns on the right hand side as we see it now. Let's have a little look in. So the RE engineers with the preferable spawn side, looking to hold that for P2. We'll jump on board with Kieran as he makes a move through the middle, throwing the grenade. Fluff grabbing the first blood, and Gibbo going down as well to Mozzie. Kieran defending what seems like a non-existent push, but then Connor pops his head up from the top there and gets it blown clean off. African Mozzie, it seems, doing a bit in the centre, yet to die this round. Just watching them double doors. Shuffles comes in, absolutely unaware of him. African Mozzie can take him out. Mozzie falling victim to Fluff. Fluff's then taking the upstairs, up the ladder point of view from the scaffolding, looking down onto the hard point. Getting that magazine in and hopping himself into the point. Bit of a mixture on this P1 here. Not a lot in terms of points difference between the two teams. And it doesn't seem there's much of a skill difference as well at the moment. Whether that develops later on in the match, we'll see. So, new hard point switches, and Shuffles is in there, taking out African Mozzie as he tries to take it for the artillery. Let's see what the artillery are going to be doing about this. Let's take an aerial view over the main playing area. An amazing crate falling into some gunfire there. As he struggling to hop over that fence into the bottom of the garage. All of that effort just to be taken out by Gibbo. Engineers seem to have this second point locked down. Be interesting to see if the artillery will turn it around and make the most of where they are now and capitalise on the third point. Crate and two other artillery counterparts trying to push through the warehouse. As he gets taken out by Gibbo, who will hop on with him now as he takes control of that top L section and taking out two of the artillery as they try and push through. Make that 3 on a 4 kill streak. Gibbo adds to it to get a 5th one, and this is where he wants to be, fully in control of that warehouse area, not letting any of the gunners through, absolutely dominating it. Now the gunners seem to have realised that they're not getting anywhere through the warehouse, trying to push around the right hand side of the map, and Kizzy makes a promising move towards the centre. And artillery have the point. As we move on to the 4th hard point, the artillery are trailing by nearly 40 points and have captured the point themselves, much to their delight. Connor getting on his chest there, eyes down sights at the doors. Bit of a panic spray there and getting himself taken out, trading lives there with Kieran, it seems. Let's jump along with Gibbo, who's going 19 and 7 at the moment. Quite high kill death ratio there. And that's not how he's been doing it. That's not how he's been doing it for the remainder of the match. 15 seconds approaching to the next hard point, and both teams are moving on to the next point, trying to get themselves set up, grab the spawns for their team. Aaron making a good move there for the engineers, taking out the amazing crate and securing that top C building area. Knowing that there's only 2 or 3 channels that the artillery can push through, engineers are spread out along the base of the map on the left hand side. Getting eyes on both the channels that they could be using. Let's have a look from Connor's perspective. As it seems African Mozzie's up in the top hill, getting ready to secure the first hard point again. Gibbo pinched him around the corner as the smoke's popped, and Connor respawns back into the middle area. Moving up to top hill, seeing if he can scout out Gibbo there, and he does. Gibbo's down, and the artillery seem to be on the point. No, sorry, my bad. The engineers are still on the point for the final few seconds, and the artillery take control of P1 in the second rotation of these hard points. Shuffer's trying to stay out of the action and push for the spawns on the left hand side with four other engineers, but gets the go to move in towards the hard point on his own against potentially 4 of the artillery gunners there. Doesn't quite manage to get it off, and let's see, African Mozzie's been holding it down for quite a while in this warehouse, setting up real early, and making sure that the artillery could get on that point to begin with. We'll jump on with Connor, who's now taking where African Mozzie was sitting in the top L of the warehouse. Oh, brilliant eyesight there by both parties to see each other from that distance. Even I didn't see him. We'll jump on with Kieran as the second hard point in the second rotation is popping up. And the engineers have it locked down again, it seems. 3, 4, 5 red tags in the kill feed there. Engineers slaying out the artillery, not really giving them a chance to push forward. Although we'll bring up the map now, you can see down that bottom side we've got Amazing Crate just going down, and we've got a fairly spread set of gunners at the moment, all pushing from different parts of the map. But Kieran having none of it through that bottom office area. Kieran backing out of that, recomposing himself, but getting slain out by Connor. Connor then getting slain out by Fluff. And nearly an 80-point lead here for the Royal Engineers. Although it's not over yet. The artillery need to take that third point if they have a hope of winning this round. And Sidey jumps in the point, pops down the trophy system. Trophy system is extremely useful in this game mode due to the power point being a fixed location. Grenades, smoke grenades, flash grenades, all sorts of equipment in public matches as well, getting thrown in, and the trophy system could just counter them out, take them out mid-air, so they pose no threat to the holder. Artillery scrabbling to try and get into that hard point, but it will be Fluff who jumps in there. The trophy system really being put to work, and if the engineers hold this, I spoke too soon. If the engineers held that for the remainder of the time, they could still win it on that point. Artillery taking control of P3 now. And we'll jump on. We'll jump on and see African Mozzie's point of view as he sets up for the next hard point. Artillery will be hoping to keep the engineers out of this one, so they can continue in their strive for a win in this first round. And they're doing a good job of it too. First 15 seconds, next to no contest time. Just points flooding in the artillery's way. Fluff gonna contest with African Mozzie here. Fluff winning the gunfight, and the point's now free for anyone to capture. And the engineers have jumped on it. And it's gonna be Gibbo slaying one through the smoke and dashing out of there, picking up an M4 off the floor, back round, working the loop, picking off the last man of the artillery. Could this be it? 2 points in it for the win. Siding that point, scrabbling up the last few seconds, but the engineers have already set up on that last point, and it looks to be a win for the Royal Engineers. Engineers, the Sappers beating the Gunners there by 45 points in the first round of Hardpoint. Gotta say, it's well played by both teams. I don't think there was a single point, even at the end there. It's still gone either way. The Engineers will be happy to see that result, and the Artillery will be working on strategies to win in the next round. Let's have a look at some of these stats here. Gibbo with 43 kills and 19 deaths, absolutely slaying for the Sappers. We got Connor, 23 highest kills for the Artillery. It made clear that Gibbo with the raw power prevented the Gunners from hopping on that point as soon as they wanted to, and probably ended up costing the match. Let's see if we can get that scoreboard sorted out, as now it will read Big Fans transition 1-0 to the Sappers. Let's get some music back on before the next one. We look at the time on the hard point. Shuffers with nearly 3 minutes on the hard point, really putting the work in. Fluff not far behind with 1 minute 22. But the Gunners seem to have a bit of a spread over who takes the objective. Probably situational approach. Whereas it seems that the Sappers have a dedicated objective player. There we go. Short-lived, exciting music. But into the second round of Search and Destroy on Ramazza. Let's see, who are we going to have defending first? Actually, no, we'll jump on board with the attacking side first. Let's see if I can work my way up there. There we go. Okay, Engineers are attacking first. Going for the plant. And it'll be Kieran that picks up the bomb and is heading towards B site. Semtex thrown. As you can see, the Artillery really dominating the defensive ground. Unfortunately for them, Connor being fallen victim to Fluff, and Sidey fallen victim to Gibbo. Gibbo and Shuffers both going down simultaneously, leaving Amazing Crate over on A, and the 3 remaining Engineers all on the B side. Let's see what Kieran can do here. He suspects someone's up in the top of that gun shop. And Aaron providing the cover. Kieran taking out African Mozzie from the gun shop. They should have free reign to plant under the cover of 2 of the other Engineers. And the bomb does go down. Let's hop on with Amazing Crate to see his thought process. I think he's going to run into Fluff here as he takes the long way round. That's going to be who has the faster reactions. Fluff with the sight down, or Crate. And it's going to be Fluff. That's 1-0 lead to the Royal Engineers. It was only a matter of time before Fluff ran into Crate, or Crate ran into Fluff rather. And it seems that Fluff had the superior positioning. Starting in the ground with the flies. Let's have a little looky. See who grabs the bomb. Sidey grabs the bomb, whips out the knife, and slowly heading towards A as grenades go flying over the top of the map from the Engineers side. We'll see on the map in the bottom left. Kieran and Shuffers are already pushing quite far in on the B side, and all of the gunners quite tightly bunched up on the top of this rug shop here. First blood goes to Aaron as he slays out Amazing Crate, and it sounds like he's hungry for another one. You see Sidey popping off shots at Aaron. Aaron barely visible, but still managing to get shots off on Sidey, bringing him down to below half health. And half health will not save you against someone alike of Shuffers. Engineers winning the round 2. Nice little spot there by African Mozzie, but Kieran's reactions proved too quick. Again in the floor with the flies, and then up with the birds. Let's have a little look at the map top down. Let's see. So Kieran's grabbed the bomb, and he's looking to tag onto the back of the train of men that are going up to A bomb. Let's jump on here with Fluff, who's taking quite a good vantage spot actually in the back of that truck. Making sure no one's pushing through mid. You can keep an eye on the centre, top calf, and if someone comes out of bottom calf, he'll be able to hear it, providing they haven't got dead silence, of course. But the action looks like it's about to kick off with Kieran and African Mozzie about to run into each other. African Mozzie getting a jump on Kieran, and the bomb goes down on the stairs in A. No man advantage for either team, both 2 left, but Mozzie has eyes on that bomb. Connor's dancing around the bottom. Oh, Aaron taking out African Mozzie. He's going to go looking for that second kill. I don't know whether he's going to go looking for it, but he might run into it, since Fluff's on the top. Oh, Fluff and Connor fighting it out with the SMG. Connor's clutched that win back. 2-on-1, and he's nailed it. So that's 2-1 to the Engineers. The point for that round falling towards the Gunners, and rightfully deserved as well. Brilliant little play there by Connor. Not the defending side that we want to see at the moment. We want to see where the bomb's going. And Sidey once again picks up the bomb. This time he making a rush through the middle and towards B-bomb. Engineers splaying themselves out, trying to defend at all points. You can see on the map there, number 5, Gibbo, taking control of that top rug building, looking for contact on the top of the rug. Top of the rug? No, top of the cafe area. Let's jump on with Kizzer at the moment. He's going to be peeking through that bottom cafe area. Not sure if he's seen Shuffers and Kieran. Well, he's definitely seen Shuffers now. And Shuffers seen him just a little bit too late. Gibbo rushing through the bottom, running into contact. Well, that all happened very quickly, didn't it? 1 minute there were 5, next minute there were none. Let's see what exactly happened. Oh, Aaron with a filthy little manoeuvre. I must have heard him below him. Jumped down from the top, popped a little 180. Bringing that to 3-1 to the Engineers. Speaking of Engineers, they are now going to be the holders of the bomb for this round. Kieran picking up the bomb. Sidey looking a bit worse for wear in terms of the kills here, but I'm sure he's dishing out a lot of information to make up for his lack of kills at the moment. Connor and Kieran. Kieran spotted him. Connor's weaved his way up and taken him out. Fluff's on a 5 killing spree. Didn't clock that one bit as he takes out Connor for that 5th. Although his position will now have been revealed, and Kizzy capitalises on that. Who then falls to Gibbo. It's all left down to Gibbo. 1 versus 2. You can see on the map there in the bottom left hand corner. Both the gunners priming up to defend for A. Whether Gibbo knows that and is going for the kills and the plant, or the plant and then the kills, I don't know. Amazing Crate falling victim to his own devices. He's jumped. What's it? I think he's jumped off the top of the scaffolding construction area, and just broken both his legs, rendering him out of the battle. So 1v1. Gibbo going 6-2 and Sidey going 0-4. You can see who the favourite is here. But will the underdog bust through that door and slay out the Gibbo? Sidey coming in from the top. Oh, he's done it! Sidey's managed to get the kill on Gibbo. And he's not going to be happy about that. Gibbo will be absolutely fuming that he's let that one past him. Maybe a little bit more movement needed by Gibbo as Sidey celebrates with firing into the ceiling. Royal Artillery winning that round, bringing it 3-2. It's quite a close game so far. There we go. There we go. Can't trust this. You can't trust the leaderboard to determine who's going to win these gunfights. It's down to situations like that. Gaining the upper hand. Oh, nice. Spawned us back in the bomb area. And we'll jump on board with the gunners since they have the bomb. Sidey picking up the bomb again. Rocking an M4. Going for a B push. Let's bring up the little map in the bottom left. We can see that there's 2 players from the engineers on A, 1 through the middle and 2 on B. Shuffle's managing to get a grenade on Connor, leaving the artillery a man short for this push. Let's have a look at this spot. Because we've seen Aaron take out a couple of people from this spot, or we've seen them in the feed pipe taking them out. I'm assuming he's going to this spot every time. Maybe in the end it will become a bit predictable. Whilst analysing Aaron, we've managed to... gunfire going off everywhere. Fluff takes out Mozzie, and someone else takes out the other gunner that was left alive, bringing the scoreline to 4-2 to the engineers. Shuffers remain in his composure as Amazing Crate leaps forward, trying to give him a boot to the face. We'll have another look at the engineers as they make a push for a bomb site. Kieran once again grabbing the bomb. Gibbo pushing up towards the rug shop on the top of your map, and the bomb making its way towards B. Looks like Shuffers is going in as a decoy for a bomb holder, pushing straight into that gun shop and taking out Connor, whilst Fluff on the other side of the map takes out Kizzy. The smoke's going down, which means the bomb is 2. African Mozzie's taken out Shuffers, and he's realised that the bomb's been planted now. He'll be hoping... Oh, I think he's heard Kieran above him. Is it Kieran? Yeah, he's heard Kieran above him. Drops into that crouch position. Oh, unlucky by that Mozzie. Former victim Kieran. Who have we got left? Sidey, Amazing Crate. The engineer's saying, does that matter? We'll take them out anyway. And they did. Gibbo with a medium long range engagement with Sidey there. Comes out on top. Sidey didn't even hear him coming. 5-2, match point to the engineers. Part of me wants to see the engineers take it. Part of me wants to see the gunners claw their way back from being the underdogs. Let's jump on and see what the gunners are going to do about this. Hopping on board with African Mozzie as he rushes forward towards the bottom of the calf. Changes his mind. Maybe that was just to avoid the grenade shower from the engineers. And he's... Oh, I've just learnt a new spot. Thank you, African Mozzie. That's a... Don't know if it's a good spot, but it's interesting to say the least. Fluff falling victim to Sidey, and Connor taking out Shuffers. Putting the engineers on the back foot for this defence. But we've seen Kieran flanked all the way around the back and has taken out Amazing Crate. But Connor knows exactly where he is. Good communication there, probably by Amazing Crate and Connor. But Gibbo seems to be going off on one in the bomb on the bomb site at A. Let's jump on board with him. He's getting out of that position that he was caught slipping in last time. He may have been spotted there. Definitely been spotted. But he manages to get the flick on Connor. Absolute surgical precision by Gibbo there. Very well played. Bringing the scoreline now to 2-0 to the Engineers. It's been interesting 2 matches. Definitely some events that I couldn't have predicted. But we see the scoreline there, the artillery lacking for kills, apart from Connor. Connor's managed to rack up 8 of them. Contesting Shuffs and Gibbo with their 10 and 8. See the Engineers here. Don't know if you can see my mouse in the stream. There we go. Engineers dominating with the plants, getting that bomb down, putting the pressure on the artillery. Maybe that's where they cracked. Alright, let's get some music in for this next round. There we go. Let's have a little look in the chat. What we're seeing, well played Sidey, come on RA. Sidey did play a bit of a good match in that one. Maybe he was looking for a bit more kills. It's Ethan saying this map sucks in general. That depends on who picked the map. Isn't that what they teach you in the army, to bunch up? No, they definitely don't. Sorry to say this, I want the Engineers to win, says Kingslough Live, from a signals perspective. I'm sure the Engineers will love that comment. Kieran RE dropping the GG to the RA. Jumping Jim with a little vomit face emoji there. Let's get this scoreline updated. What are we seeing? F1 to RA. Big F to RA. Oh, I see. Oh, Miller G saying the RN. The Royal Navy need to come and show you how it's done. Maybe we'll see that in the near future. We've got the 2v2 tournament going on the 30th and 31st, which I believe is into service. Stick about for that. Spartan finding comedy in Owen's comment there. Mission failed, we'll get him next time, says Ethan to the Gunners. Oh, no, we need to plug some holes there. Ooh, that might be a sore spot there. Plug some holes in the new aircraft carrier. Oh dear. Just keep it friendly, gents. Keep it friendly. Then ticks happening in the background. We know what time it is. It's time for domination on Gunrunner. Domination, of course, the map falling into the hands of the dice. Random map choice. No team getting preference, I don't think. Or at least I didn't get my preference when I played. I don't know, maybe they just don't like me. B flag situated over by the minecarts. C flag, as you can see on the camera now, and A flag over in between the green building and the warehouse at the back. C point being secured there by the Engineers, and we'll see as Fluff advances in. Shuffers gets the first kill on Amazing Crate, and the artillery has already started capturing B point prior to being slain out by the Engineers. Amazing crate. And Fluff playing catch with a Semtex. And the Engineers securing that B point, holding down the B and C flags. Lots of blue in the kill feed. Maybe this is an opportunity for the Gunners to jump onto that B flag. And they have. They've neutralised that C point. Let's take a perspective from African Mozzie. He seems to be a nuisance play, neutralising that C flag, dragging the Engineers' attention away from B, so they can rack up the points and ultimately get the victory.